Howdy cowboys and cowgirls, I'm Cowboy Jack, and today I'm really excited and I've got something super special for you to check out with me. Today we're at 105 Speedway in Cleveland, Texas, and take a look at what we're checking out today, guys. Wow, we're here with some incredibly huge monster trucks. This right here is King Crunch. Boy, this truck has been around since I was a little cowboy myself, and it is so cool to get to check it out right here in person, in live action. And I'm so glad you guys are here with me to experience this. You know, we see monster trucks on TV all the time, but to get to actually see one in person, and you know, we talk about this sometimes. Cowboy Jack is about 6 feet tall. Just take a look at how huge these tires are. I mean, I bet those are every bit of 5 feet tall. They are absolutely massive. These trucks are so huge. I mean, look at these shocks up here. Wow, that is a lot of hydraulic shocks, and with good reason. These trucks really take a beating. If you look under here, you can even see like all the motor parts. Like this right here is the transmission. These things right here are called the headers. They take the exhaust off of the actual engine that's right there and push it all the way down through here. This is so cool. Wow, if you look right back here, this is the fuel cell. So this is the actual fuel that this giant monster truck runs on. And it's got just a ton of hoses and gizmos and gadgets all over the place because, like I said, this thing is one tough truck. I mean, I remember when I was literally 7 or 8 years old watching King Crunch on television, absolutely doing incredible stunts all over the place. Wow, you can get a good look at the engine right through there. That is so cool. And if you take a step back, you can really get an idea for how massive this piece of equipment is. This is a huge truck. I mean, look, I'm standing right here. I can't even reach the top. This thing is huge. Wow. Here in the front, they're doing some work on King Crunch because he's got a big show tomorrow night. But we're getting a look all around it right here. This is the front. The 2 tires in the front, the 2 tires in the back. I mean, this thing is just so cool. It's blowing my mind. It's kind of making my head spin. Hey, wait a second. Are you guys laughing at my hair? Okay, I'll put my hat back on. Let's get back to the monster trucks. Wow, cowboys and cowgirls. I'm here with Miranda Riley, the driver of Tantrum right here. A female monster truck driver. That is incredible. Boy, you're just living proof that girls really can do anything. So how did you get into monster truck driving?
I started helping Dylan a few years ago, and him and my uncle were really close, and he had a ride truck, and then he bought race trucks and he needed a driver for this other one. So
and you were just like, hey, let me check it out.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is so cool. And so this is your baby. This is your truck that you drive in all of these monster truck challenges.
For the most part, yeah.
How long have you been driving it?
I started in 2018.
Wow, that's a long time. This is 2023. It's been a few years. That is so cool. Now, does it ever get scary when you do big jumps?
Oh, most definitely. You never know what the other side's gonna look like, or if you're gonna crash, or what's gonna happen. Anything can happen.
Well, we'll be praying that you don't crash and that you're really safe, because we absolutely love watching you do what you do. I think it's an incredible sport, and I know these kiddos at home absolutely admire everything about you, Miranda. So thank you so much for letting us talk to you today. Wow, that was really cool getting to talk to Miranda Riley, the driver of Tantrum, this huge monster truck. Now, it's not as tall as it normally is. Look at these little tires that are on it right now. What they were telling me is that they actually carry this truck inside a travel trailer, and it won't fit on there with these big clod hoppers on it, so they have to put these little tiny wheels on it to move it all around. But wow, this thing is so cool. Look at Tantrum. I mean, there are so many huge parts. Have you ever wondered what the gas pedals on a monster truck look like? You can get an excellent view right there. I see gas and brake, a couple of other things that I might not know what they are. And wow, that steering wheel's hanging off right there. It's not even installed right now. But this is so cool. And wow, I mean, just standing here, it's on its little bitty tires, and I'm standing here and my head's not even as tall as Tantrum is. Once it gets on its big tires, it's really gonna be huge. Wow guys, these guys are taking 2 monster trucks off of this big trailer. This right here is Wild Country and that is Sniper, and they're about to back them off of the trailer because they can't just drive these to the shows, they bring them on a trailer. Let's listen to how loud this truck is and watch it come off of the trailer. Wow guys, I just talked to the owner of Wild Country and he invited me to climb up there and take a look around. You guys want to come up there with me? I'll go up first and then you can join me up here. Wow, look at this. Now this isn't like getting in a normal vehicle. You got to kind of work at it. Ooh, wow, this is crazy high up here. Ooh, I'm getting in here. Wow, this is crazy up here. We are so high up in the air. You guys want to come check it out? Come here real quick. Wow, I'm gonna turn the camera around. Look at this. Now this right here is where the steering wheel would go. Right there. Look at this. I think that's a gas pedal and a brake pedal and a gas pedal. There's all kinds of levers right here, all kinds of gauges. This is so crazy, and all of this right here is the roll cage. So it actually protects the drivers in case of a rollover. This is so cool. Wow. I can't believe you're talking to me and we're sitting together inside a monster truck right now. This is so cool. It's like a childhood dream of mine come true. And I hope you guys are really getting to enjoy it, seeing this from home right now. Wow, I just can't believe all the things we're looking at around here. Wow, there's even more stuff up here I didn't even see. Those are switches for all kinds of stuff. Oh wow, and look behind me here, there's the seat that I'm sitting in. There's all kinds of protection for the driver, like these big arms and fins and roll cage and everything to really make sure the drivers are staying safe, because this is a big scary job, but somebody's got to do it. Wow, well we better get down. Now let's take a look around Sniper. I mean, this thing is so cool. This thing was molded off of what looks like an F-250 body frame, which is even bigger than Cowboy Jack's truck. But it's got these huge tires on it. I just love these rims. They're really bright, like orange. That's so cool. If you come back here, you can see, you know, that King Crunch that we looked at had like a molded plastic type fuel cell. This one is made out of metal. That's so cool. Look at that big motor. I mean, there's so many different things they have to look at and work on to make these a giant monster truck. Like this right here is the exhaust header. That's where this engine burns that fuel, and it has to get the smoke out of there somehow, so it comes out of these pipes. And that's what makes it so loud, because like our cars that we drive every day have a muffler and a catalytic converter on them. These are straight piped right out of the motor. Wow. And look, like I said, it looks just like a Ford F-250 Super Duty truck, but this thing is way bigger than that. All right, cowboys and cowgirls, here we are with the Barbarian truck. This thing is really big. I mean, that other one I was standing to was really tall, but this one is super duper tall. Look how high in the air it is right now. And this paint job is so cool. I just love it. The orange flames, the blue paint, the Barbarian name in green and purple. Wow, this is so cool. Look at these really big parts. Wow. You just really don't realize how big these trucks are until you're standing right next to them. Look at these giant exhaust pipes, the transmission, the motor right there. There's the valve covers. Look how big the axles are on these monster trucks. The axles are what holds the tires and the wheels onto the truck. And these things have to be extra thick because they take a beating. Wow. Wow, here we are with Bad Habit. This truck is really cool. Now it looks a little bit different than the rest in that this is actually built off of a Jeep chassis. Those other ones are built off of, you know, big trucks like F-250s, Dodge Rams, and all those kinds. But if you come right here in the front of this guy, you'll notice that it looks just like a Jeep truck. Now, of course, they've added a ton of hardware to it to make it this cool, but there is all this stuff, these big axles, this orange roll cage, and all of this stuff right here on Bad Habit. And you know what? It's even open in the top. So if you look up there to the driver's seat, he doesn't even hardly have a roof above him, just the roll cage. This one is really cool. And I just love all of these graphics and images that they have all over it. It is so cool. You can really get up there and see. Wow. And you know, one of the cool things about monster trucks is that they go to competitions all over the country. So these guys are actually based out of the state of Ohio, which is a long way from Texas, Cleveland, Texas, where we are today, even though there is a Cleveland, Ohio, don't get confused. But how do they get these things from show to show? Well, look at this right here. This is a huge travel trailer with an 18-wheeler front on it, a huge camper sleeper right there. And back here, if you guys come with me right here, you can see this is their mobile shop where they do all their work when they're traveling on the road. Now, right now, we're in the month of March. In March, they're covering all of Texas, but they just came from Florida and Tennessee and all these other places. But wow, this is where they store everything. And can you believe that they actually fit this giant truck in this trailer? They have to take these big, huge tires off and put some little tires on it, but it fits in there nice and snug and they can go on down the road. Boy, they've got one more giant truck to check out. Come on, guys. Now this one, there's no mistaking, this is an F-250 or no, it is an F-250. And it's got these huge tires on it. This one is called Mayhem, but unlike that other truck, Bad Habit, they use Mayhem to actually take fans for rides. If you look in the bed up there, it's outfitted with all these different seats, and you can actually sit in there. Wow, you can see it really good from back here. You can sit up there and go for a ride in the back of a giant monster truck. It has these huge stairs for you to climb up there. It looks like they've got some big speakers blasting some cool tunes. I mean, this is so cool. Wow, that was really cool to check out Mayhem and Bad Habit. I just love these huge monster trucks. They're so fun to look at in person, and I still can't believe how just ginormous they are. I mean, I thought I was a tall guy until I started hanging out with these monster trucks. Wow, so now that we got to see all those monster trucks, we're actually standing on the actual monster truck track. Well, out there in the field with all the really big jumps that the monster trucks are gonna be doing here. This is the 105 Speedway in Cleveland, Texas. And normally they would have dirt track cars just racing all around here. But this weekend, it's all about monster trucks. Do you guys wanna come down and see how big a monster truck ramp really is once you stand next to it? Wow, this is cool. We're like walking down a racetrack, just checking it out. But these big ramps and things that they made out of dirt are where the monster trucks are gonna go airborne and jump like crazy all tomorrow night. Wow, so here, this is one of those jumps right there. See, it's made out of dirt and old tires because these monster trucks can weigh up to 12,000 pounds apiece. That's a whole lot of weight for one truck to be jumping off of a ramp. And it doesn't look that big from right here, but I guarantee you when these big trucks hit it at speed, it is going to be airborne big time. And this is so cool. If you look right here, that's where the fans will be sitting. So all those drivers will be down there and you guys will be up here in the stands going, "Woo, that was awesome!" It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Wow, I just love this racetrack. 105 Speedway in Cleveland, Texas. Boy, they race almost year round out here and it's really cool to see dirt track cars, monster trucks. You know, even before racing season starts, they play family movies out here and have family movie night together. It's a really fun place. All right, cowboys and cowgirls. Wow, we've had such a great time today learning all about these monster trucks and getting to look all around them, talk to one of the drivers, and see exactly how they put on a monster truck show. It's been really cool and really educational. I hope you had a blast with me because I know I had fun, and I hope you'll stay tuned because we go on a lot of adventures together. But until next time I see you, yeehaw!